like all I'm doing is just touching my brake, front brake. If my center of gravity is up high, endo is imminent, right? So this is where we want to teach them attack, and being comfortable in attack position for going down this, so that their center of gravity is over the bottom bracket. This is where you can start to teach to shift back a little bit. The risk with this is they're going to exaggerate it on the flat, right? And be sitting way back here, which then makes the front tire light and slippery. But just teaching, hey, be in attack, be off your saddle. It depending on where they're at, you may want to have them put their saddle down, because that just gives a comfort level when they're getting used to it. They'll probably likely be able to put their saddle back up quickly, but get them comfortable with that. This is where you can do braking. So momentum is your friend on this. If they're going too slow, they're likely going to fall. But if they're hauling the mail, the likelihood if they get nervous or lose it, that they're going to wreck. And so it'd be just comfortable speed. And you could have it where you have them come in at that comfortable pedal cadence and say, I want you to maintain that going down the hill, which means using both your brakes. Squeeze both your brakes comfortably. Just keep that cadence going down the hill, so that they get comfortable with it. You had them going down, going around the cattails,
Just so
coming back up, right? So that it was consistent. So now to up the ante with those who are better, and we'll talk about climbing when we get to the bottom. You can have them do this as slow as possible, right? And see who's the last one to the bottom. And it's the same thing where they're just getting their body awareness to have just enough momentum to move down this, and see who can do that the best. You can start to have the advanced riders not go all the way down and have to turn around and come back up. If they're nailing the climb and the other thing, start having them go 2/3 of the way down, turning on this and having to come back up. That's gonna really add some challenge to it. So climbing wise, we talked about climbing. This one's pretty steep, and this is grassy. So the risk with this, most people innately are going to stand up to pedal, right? And when we stand up to pedal, we tend to get up and over the front, and we're going to spin out our rear tire pretty quickly. And so we're going to have to be able to teach them body balance so that they don't spin out the rear tire. So one of the keys is to be seated and to rise up into attack position and pedal from attack. Where it's like, I don't want you upright, I don't want your arms straight, I want you to be in attack position. And they're going to naturally learn, where do I need to be, forward or back, as I go back too far and just about end it over backwards there. Where they need to be in attack to do that. That'll kind of naturally teach them, oh, I float above the saddle, I almost, just perch right on the tip of the saddle to get up here. But that attack position will help them know, I need to still be engaged arms forward. You don't have to teach to put your chin over the stem. You can just talk about attack to do that, to come up. And then they can play with it. If you got guys who are nailing this, make them ride in their saddle sitting upright until they see where their front tire gets light. Have them do different things to find where the traction is. Heath knows this because I bought his bike from him. This is your bike built up on a different frame, but I bought that bike from you and I didn't have the frame. I rode that medium frame for